Hello, my name's James Pearce. Probably some of you know me as Jake on Facebook. I set up the group Phone Credit for Refugees and Displaced People. I started off getting involved in the Calais crisis in November when I went over with some friends to volunteer, as lots of people have done. And one of the things that I've been asked for quite often is phone credit. That seems to be something that's really, really important to people over there who are a long way from home. Things at home are pretty dangerous, and they've got a lot of friends and family who weren't able to make the journey, people who have perhaps pooled all their money, sold their houses, just to make sure that one member of the family at least can get to safety. So it is very important for people to speak to their families. It's incredibly. I set up this group on Facebook thinking I could put refugees in touch with some of those people if I could just get people to add their friends, and their friends could add their friends, and together we could build a support network for refugees to come and ask to have their phones topped up. In the last month we've done around £20,000 of phone credit from the kind nature of people who have just come to the group and have just chipped into, we run a couple of funds, and they've chipped into our fund. They've done direct top-ups online. The project's evolved quite a bit since the start. You can find the group on Facebook very easily. We're called Phone Credit for Refugees and Displaced People. You just type that into the search and you'll find us. It's a closed group, so after we've had a quick snoop of who you are, make sure you're not anybody horrible, then we'll let you into the group and you can get involved. And we'd really, really, really like you to tell your friends about us too, to build the group as fast as possible, because we are finding now that refugees are talking to their friends faster than we're talking to our friends, and the demand is growing exponentially, which is quite scary. But I think we can keep up if we get a bit more support and we get more people coming in and getting involved. So yeah, come and have a look for us. Okay, thanks.
Hi, my name is Naeem Qazi. I work for Refugee Aid for European refugees. I have taken trips to Europe in Austria, Slovakia, Croatia, and have personally distributed aid. I've also been working with Caravans for Calais for coordinating the delivery of caravans and mobile units to Calais jungle and towards Greece. I need help with more mobile units donated for refugee cause, and obviously funds are always helpful. I have contributed to lifeguard Hellas operating in Greek waters, saving refugees boats which are drowning, and I have contributed a lot to that cause, which is really the first line of defense. So any help towards that in terms of funds would be very helpful. Please send all donations to Caravans for Calais website, PayPal account, and all transparency shall be provided to you if required. I've also been supporting the kitchens operating in Calais and in Belgium, again for the refugees. So I've been doing it for about past 6 months now. I do something else for a living. I work as an engineer in petrochemical industry. So this is just on the side. Thanks. Bye.
Hello, my name is Kirsty and I'm from People in Motion. Just a quick short video about what we do. We essentially collect aid to send down to various refugee camps across Europe, and also get aid to Syria, and we also fund volunteers to go to various camps in France and Europe. And we ask for various items to be donated, and we have a really small warehouse where people bring things and then we pack them up and we ship them out. We don't only fund volunteers, we also can give grants. So for example, the Calais kitchen at Berge was running really low on funds for food, so we were able to donate £1,000, and in the winter in Dunkirk, when wood was running low, we were able to give £1,000. And our ethos is very much a collection of small things equals big change. So we're not asking the world of people, we're asking people to donate kind of toiletries or a pair of boots or clothing and that kind of thing, really. or small cash donations and things like that. This is really strange doing this video, and I'm sat in my car, so I'm talking to myself, so I feel a little bit odd. We're always looking for people to get involved with us and also to work with other people. We're really small and we're really new, and we're just kind of trying our best really to sort of ease the conditions for people that have made the kind of challenging journey as far as Europe. The way that we get stuff further afield, so for example Lebanon and Syria, and we ship to Greece, is that we deliver our aid to drop-off points in the UK if there's a shipping container running. So we help fill those shipping containers because we're so small, I don't think we'd fill one ourselves really. So we work with lots of other people like that. And we've got a Facebook page, which is Facebook and then People in Motion 15, and we've got a website which is www.people-in-motion.co.uk, and we're always up for people getting involved, advice and guidance on how we can work, and just people getting in touch and with any questions or anything like that.
Hello all, my name's James. I'm the Refugee Aid Network Ambassador for Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. I'm also one of the 3 coordinators that make up the medical side to Refugee Aid Network. Refugee Aid Network's medical was set up in April in a direct response to the illegal bombings and persistent bombings of Syrian hospitals by both the Assad government and by President Putin of Russia. And I just want to show you right now what £75 would be able to buy you. So we'll get this to Syria. White helmets would be able to use this and in it is completely stuffed with absolutely everything. Apologies. The large wound dressing that you're going to find are going to be extremely useful to use from a bomb blast. Obviously you can imagine plasters won't cut it. If you've got any questions, please go to Refugee Aid Network website. Many thanks indeed.
Hi, my name's Jo and I am a volunteer. I volunteered in Lesvos, Greece. I went over during January for 10 days and at Easter for 10 days of this year. I went after I realised that I didn't like the idea that people were stopping others from crossing into Europe and making the way that they needed to do it via smugglers, and really very unsafely, possibly with a risk of losing the lives of themselves and their families. I chose to support the project that Matt Llewellyn has. He's still in Lesvos. He still is working with the Turkish people to try and encourage and allow them to sell proper life jackets or provide free life jackets for those who need them. This, to me, sounds like a really much better idea. This is where you can go and you can donate. That's all you need to do with this one. You don't need to make anything. You don't need to do anything different. Thanks very much. Bye.
Hiya, I'm Chloe, friend of Leah's. Been volunteering now with the refugees over in France for almost a year. Pop over on average every 2 or 3 months. Very busy at home, always gathering donations, always promoting as much as I can, asking for essential supplies over there, clothes, food, blankets, sleeping bags mainly, other bits and bobs, camping equipment, that sort of thing. I get whatever I can. My garage is my sorting depot. We're lucky to have a big double garage that we don't keep the car in usually. So that has, I now have a very fancy shelving system in there where the donations come. I sort them onto shelves. I keep them either to take over with me, or if I have a decent amount and somebody else is going over before me, I'll just get them over. There's no point in them sitting in my garage. So they go as often as they can. When we take them over, we do a mixture of things. Visiting in camp, working with people in camp. I've got a couple of refugees over there who I consider good friends, and so for as long as they are still there, I will always want to go and visit them and see them when we're over. We also do lots of the behind the scene things at the warehouse, helping to sort and pack all of the donations that come in there, also helping cook the kitchens there, who feed 6,000 people every day, so they always need lots of help. Always tons and tons of garlic cloves to peel or onions to chop there. And that's it really. I'm a mum, I'm a teacher, and I have another job outside of school as well, so always really, really, really busy, but it's well worth it. And so if anybody wants to get involved, there's so much you can do to help, and it is so badly needed, so go for it.
Hello, my name is Moxie Depalit, and I'm the founder of a humanitarian movement called Massive Outpouring of Love, or MOO for short. Last September, I had a really bright idea. I thought I would invite the people of the local area to write notes of support and draw pictures, joyful, happy pictures that I could put in some trousers and sweatshirts and hoodies and tents that I took down in the van to Calais. And I launched the page expecting a few people to come forward. Within about 3 days, we had 2,500 members and a network of 30 hubs all over the region, because people really, really wanted to help our friends and brothers and sisters that were living in terrible conditions in the camps in Calais, collecting and moving over 40 tons of aid that went worldwide. It went to Jordan, to Syria, Kurdistan, to Turkey, via any route that we could. We also started to diversify because it was so difficult to get actual aid to where it was needed, that we used funds that we'd raised to do different things. So we helped sponsor caravans to go over to the camp. We helped fund kitchens that were being run in camps. We helped pay towards volunteers' expenses that they could go down and help for a week or so. And if you can help, there's loads of ways. We need people to do websites and fundraise and to give us money so that we can help people overseas. We need people to befriend, to garden, to paint, to decorate. There's a room for everyone at Mool. So you can find us on Facebook, Massive Outpouring of Love, and our website will be up and running soon. Or you can email me at dgrefugeeaction@gmail.com and get involved, because we are making a difference. It might not seem it at times, but we really are. Even simple acts like taking a birthday cake to a young girl that's out of a camp does more than you can ever know. So help if you can. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Daniel Ellis. Dan to my friends, Dan the Flute to those who want to find another name for Dan. I've lived around Cambridge all my life. My family have lived here for hundreds of years. Okay, I spent 7 years in London, that's not so far away. My Bangladeshi neighbours helped to build this marvellous balcony on our extension. I welcome them into my neighbourhood. I welcome all people into my country. I've spent the past year travelling to Calais every month to help the refugees there, and they're welcome to come over here too. We make of this place what we can. And they're strong, able-bodied people. They can come here. I have no objection. My roots go back here. I can trace them over 500 years within 20 miles. I don't have time for people who say that they're foreigners and they can't come here. And people from Nottingham are foreigners. People from Scotland are foreigners. Come and help make this place better. I don't care where they come from. We're all human. We can make this place a better place. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah, you're at the orphan village in Bilad al-Sham in Syria. It doesn't feel like Syria, but it's in Bilad al-Sham, amongst the refugee camps. OSU, we have so many great updates. Stick with us until the end of the video. We want to build homes for orphans. Imagine in just 2 months, inshallah, if we can get this done, many children are going to be playing here. Many children can live safely here and with love and care. We're going to put all this full of road. This is the orphan home, mashallah. It's a 2-floor. It looks like a building. It looks like a mini building. Actually, it's 2 homes only, you know. So the children get this apartment, and another family gets that apartment. Each home is going to have around, 7, 8 members. The widow and her 7 children, 6 children, all coming from conflict. These are the homes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna build 20 around here. Each are 2 floors. We don't need to build a home. We don't need to support our village. Don't ask me, does this village need help? We need support. We need the Ummah's help. OSU is the Ummah's charity. Barakallahu feekum. And I swear by Allah, I love all of you for the sake of Allah. All the groups, fundraising groups, everyone who's supporting. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum.
Here in Syria, and we're doing an amazing unloading of a container that's been sent by you guys up north from Muslims in Need charity, from the brothers and sisters in Telford. It's been a really hard working project. We've seen that the brothers are on the ground right now, on the border, and I'm giving you guys live updates every single day. So inshallah, with the help of Muslims in Need, over the next few days, we're going to be distributing some of the stuff in this container, so you guys can see right here, right now, where the stuff goes and how it gets to the people that are most needed. So please, make sure you keep donating. www.syriainneed.org. Jazakallah khair, Muslims in Need.
Brothers and sisters, your brother here, Yusuf, from Live Updates from Syria. Right now, we just arrived at the refugee camp and we're going to distribute our 10 items that we took from our Muslims in Need container. As you can see, there's a lot of girls already wanting to help here, so inshallah, we'll give a girl who needs it.
هديت قلبي شكرا نورت دربي شكرا شكرا يا رب يا منزل القرآن يا خالق الإنسان.
Inshallah, she'll give it to her sister here in the Muslim charity for the kids. Inshallah, she'll enjoy it. She'll sleep tonight better.
يا منزل القرآن يا خالق الإنسان.
So right here giving out a palm tray. We've got mothers coming in, babies saying that they need it. And we only got one to give out today. So obviously it's very sad to know that these women are here coming, begging for a pram. SubhanAllah, it's just a simple pram. It's our 10th item from our Muslims in Need container. The guy that we're giving it to, inshallah, SubhanAllah, has a really good story. He needs an operation on his hip here, but the problem is that he has to go to Turkey to get it done. And obviously he's living in a refugee camp, we can't afford that. So inshallah we're going to look into it and we'll see what we can do and try and pay for his operation in Turkey. So inshallah we walk better. But for now though, we're giving him his walk inshallah, so he'll be able to move around. And he's got a family to provide for, so guys, will be big help for him. So Jazakallah to everyone who's donated to all our projects. Just giving out all of our 10 items from our Muslims in Need container. And Jazakallah to everyone who has donated for that. SubhanAllah, giving out these items. SubhanAllah, it's a very long day, a very hard day. Deciding who should deserve it more than the other. Obviously when I was looking for the shoes as well, I'm looking at everyone's shoes and they all got mashed up shoes at cuts, and they got all of them were rubbish. So obviously finding someone who needed the shoes was hard, and then the pushchair was hard as well. I was surrounded by a single woman who always wanted this pushchair. They're putting babies in the pushchair so they could have it, and obviously we had to start one family. So guys, please continue to donate. We want to help these people as much as we can.